Welcome back. Up to now we were talking only about the plan view, and today we will focus on a tile view and all its options. When you add widget to the plan view, it's automatically added to the tile view. Today we will focus only on a tile view. In another way, how to make mosaic-like visualization in Visu. There are two ways to define if a plan will be visible in a tile view or tile and plan view. We can select it under plan in show setting, tile view only. But I will do it globally, and I will do it in the general settings. So general settings. And I just need to select it here. So the header settings are gone as they're not related to the tile view. And now, I'm not even able to go anywhere else. Let's first set this page up to look more colourful. We'll do it from global appearance. Let's make it dark today. Background for tile, I will use some image. Something like that. Let's stretch it across. Widget's background. Let's go for this. And let's scale it as well. It's suddenly more colourful. The menu works exactly the same. And now we have only plans and custom widgets. Same for widgets. And all the settings are also the same. We have now a new option here in the bottom, where we have a tile view width. This is only for you to see how this will look on a smaller device. Usually every mobile will be displayed with 3 tiles. But some of them might be with 4 tiles, and you can see how it will look like. You can rearrange this. Let's put it back to automatic. And undo still works the same. And we also have the view mode where we can play with objects. Edit mode for editing and adding new, unlike in plan view. In the tile view, we cannot double click on a widget to edit it. We have to select the icon. And then we go to the widget configuration. This part is purely dedicated for tile view. Here we define the size of widget. Different widgets will have different predefined size. Some of them will even have the height disabled, as for example the slider here. It doesn't make sense to make it bigger, but we can change the width, depending on the screen size we are using it for. If I change the button size and make it bigger, then the icon doesn't really fill the whole widget. For this, there's an option control element display. The square mean that the icons stay in a square shape, but we can change to fill available space. The background of the icon will be stretched across the widget. I can make it square like that, so it will be much bigger. Widget title. Let's align it to the right, and we can additionally have an icon with a colour. The function tags, that's something which has no effect at the moment. We're planning to use this functionality later on in Visu. This is simply the same functionality which you know from Mosaic, where we could filter widgets not just by the menu location, but also by different function. So that's something which we're planning to add later on, but the tags are already here. So you can see the title is under here. Actually, it's a bit annoying to be on this side. The title and the icon. The next option is copy, but this copy works in 2 ways. If I copy it to the same room, then in fact it's duplicate. but I can also copy it to different plan. And it's also here. And delete. Finally, the category widgets. I did mention a few times already in previous videos. We can only use them in tile view. We created this option to allow grouping widgets based on some function, and they will also always stay together. Aligning on a screen is much better this way. I'll just call it function 1. The title text alignment works the same as on normal widget. Obviously, we can also add the icon. And now we've created this page separator. Category widget is empty because we have to drag widgets into it, and then they will belong to the group. So I will move few widgets here. So that's there, it's staying nicely here. Let's add one more category widget. Now I will leave this empty. We'll use the global appearance to set it up in a second. So let's move my sliders here. Let's move it back to normal. So the top ones are without any category. For example, I will change it now like this, so they will be always divided this way. Now to 4, so it will be like that. The category widgets can be defined locally as we just did, but they also have options in the global appearance categories. And here we have extra options. I can do global alignment for the title, so let's move it to the center. I can change the color. Let's make it blue. Font size. I'll leave it. Underline. Title background can have its own color. And the category itself can have also a dedicated background. Let's make it even more fun. I will use this image. So this is the background inside the category widget. This is the background of the title. And here I define this locally. That's why it didn't follow the one here. So for example, I will change this and make it default. Now it's the same. Last bit are the local appearance where we can override all. We can change the text color. Let's keep it red. Title background. With dark blue. Here we can choose the round corners or not, and I will disable them so they will not follow the global widget's appearance. And widget background color. So this one is now a square. Red title and a yellow background. As you can see, this looks pretty much the same as Mosaic. You can create very similar experience in the Visu as in Mosaic. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.